Hey guys, I want to show you a few ways that you can make a digital slideshow. I know this is something that a lot of teachers ask about every year, so let's get started. This is the pack of slides that I have sold for years and years and years, and it has tons of different pictures you can use. So you can see right here, I have a template for Movie Maker. It doesn't work on Windows 10 anymore, but I want to leave it in there because if I mess with it, I can't do anything with it, and some people still need it. So what I did was I added a few other templates. So you can see right here it says Sharing Kindergarten Digital Scrapbook PowerPoint. So if you click on that, it's going to take a minute, but you're going to get to see all of my slides. I put these into PowerPoint to make it easier for you. Now you're not going to use all these, so let me just show you a few tips and tricks in case you're not familiar with PowerPoint. These are some different headers. You're probably maybe going to only need the kindergarten one. So you're going to click on the other ones and then click delete, and it will take away the pictures that you don't need. Same thing with these month headers. You can pick between the really picture-rich ones or the simple ones. And whichever ones you don't want, you just click delete on your keyboard and it will get rid of the ones you don't want. So the first thing you're going to do with this template is you're going to select only the pictures that you do want, okay? Then you're going to organize them in the way that fits you. So my school starts in August. Yours might not. So if you don't need August, but school starts in September, you can grab this first day of school picture and just move it to where you want it to go. I always recommend kind of organizing your activities this way. It makes it a lot easier when you start to put together your movie. So like these are very similar. You might want this one and you might do that activity in September. So you might do the month of September, we did first day of school activities. Then we did getting to know me. Don't need that one. I do think September has Grandparents' Day as well, so we're going to move that up there. So you're going to go through with all of these and pick just the ones you want. If for some reason you delete one that you need, you just come up here to Insert, New Slide, and then you're going to click on that new slide. I just get rid of those little boxes they provide for you, and you're going to insert the picture. Now, you're still going to get all these pictures, so if you delete one, like I said, you need to put one in, you can easily do that, okay? So that's another reason we have that option there. Once you have, say, the template of what you want your scrapbook to look like, now you need to add your student pictures. So what you would do is you would go right here, maybe first day of school pictures, you would go to Insert Slide. When you go to that slide, there are different layouts, and you can check and change your layouts up here if you want to, but you can add different ones. I usually delete everything that's there, and then I go to Insert, and I'm just going to go to my desktop and see what I have there. This is a picture of my kid on the last day of school. So I would put the picture that I actually took of my students, and then I would just size it. Just like that, okay? So that is how you can make your movie. When you're ready to save it, you're going to go up to File, Save As. Now this is not tricky, but just watch, okay? Up here, this is a PowerPoint presentation, but you can do it in a present mode, okay? You see, I'm trying to make sure I find the exact right one. So you're going to go over here to PowerPoint Show. When you save it as PowerPoint Show, and I'm gonna take this out of the file it's in, I'm going to save it to my desktop. Name it what you want it to be for the year, but PowerPoint Show, and hit Save. Now this is going to take a hot minute because the more pictures you have, the longer it's going to take. But what that will do is it will open it up like a movie. If you add transitions between the slides so that they're timed, it will show this as a movie for you. Super simple, and then the parents can't really like wiggle the pictures around. So if you don't know how to do the transitions, you just click on the picture and you go to transitions, and these are all the different ways you can go from one slide to the other. Normally you can select all of them and advance them. See how it says apply to all? So the duration, you can say how long you want each slide to be on. So maybe you're going to say 3 seconds and then apply to all. So you can do transitions and then duration of the slide at the very end. But look right here. I don't want to click on each one because I want it to be a movie, so I want it to go on its own after, and I believe this one's 5 seconds. Apply to all. If you do mouse click, then it's going to wait for you to click, so it wouldn't be like a movie. So I hope that makes sense. And then we're going to go save that. I'm going to override it. The more you do, the longer it takes in the saving process. And remember, I saved it as that PowerPoint show. And then after so many seconds, it should transition to the next one. Now, what you can't see is I'm not touching my keyboard to make it move. After every 5 seconds, it's moving on its own. Okay, so that is how you can make a classroom movie in PowerPoint. Okay, so these are the directions on how you can use Movie Maker, which won't work on Windows 10, so it's in my directions. And I have a YouTube video for that if you still need it. I just don't want to take that option away. I just showed you how to do the PowerPoint, and there's one more option, which is using Google Slides. One of the reasons I like Google Slides is because you can work on it from maybe your school computer and your home computer, which can be super, super, super helpful. So I have a template ready for you in Google as well, but you have to click this link right here. And when you click it, it's going to force you to make a copy in Google, which is what you want. So see how it says right here, and you want to click make a copy. It just took Google a few seconds to open because it's a pretty big file. So that's why I paused for a second. But you can see this looks almost exactly like PowerPoint. All of those options are built over here for you as well. Remember that I want you to go through and make your template exactly what you want it to be first. Then you're going to go over here. This little plus adds a slide on Google. Remember, I told you I'd take these away. Now, another trick you can do is you can put your Google slide on this side of your screen, and then you can put your pictures on this side. And then when you want to, in a separate folder, when you want to slide them over, you can just slide them over just like that, and it will save you a ton of time. The other option with Google is you can go over here to insert an image, and it will let you insert from your actual Google Drive or Google Photos. So if you have all of your student pictures saved in one of those two areas, it makes it really easy. I'm not going to do that today because I have my actual classroom student pictures in there, and I don't want to show those to you. But if I wanted to upload them from my computer, I could click this. It's going to be the exact same picture I did before. You can see my options. And then sometimes you do have to resize them. Those were just saved to a lower resolution on my computer. So you can see it's not a great quality picture, but it's there. So that's super, super easy in Google Slide. Again, you're going to have to mess with the transitioning on here. I don't use Google as much, so I'm not as familiar with how you're going to format it and change it. It looks like you go to slide and you go to transition and you make modifications that way. I'm just not as comfortable with Google as I am with PowerPoint. But the one tip I do have for you is when you're done with Google, you're going to go to File. You're going to go to Publish to the Web. You can click between these if you want to. It doesn't really matter. I usually don't click those, and then I just click Publish. And it's going to give you this URL. So if you copy that, you can actually share this one out with all your families, which is a super easy way to share it. And then they would get the movie that you created for them right here. So that would be a super, super easy way to do that. I hope those tips were really helpful for you making a classroom scrapbook that is easy and enjoyable for you guys to look back on your memories.